Hello everybody and welcome to a brand new episode of the UMass Online Dynasty, where today we are going to be taking on the RedHawks of Miami University. And before I want to get into this game officially, I just want to thank you guys so much for all of the support on my previous video. It was the most views that we got in a span of just a couple of days, so I'm really appreciative of that. If you want to check that out, links in the description. But enough of that, let's jump into this game. So we are focusing on today, and we are focusing on these Miami University RedHawks, who are only 1-4 on the season. So it's another winnable game that we can win in conference play. An opportunity to go 2-0 in MAC play early on, maybe play for that conference championship game. First things first, though, we're going to try to throw it out to Walter McNeil, who unfortunately gets absolutely lit up. Could have been a gain for a first down, but instead it's going to be dropped. However, Walter McCall is going to come through for us and execute that play action, not play action, but although that was a play action right there for Marcus McCoy, but it was that read option that led to the initial first down. However, UMass receivers are just having a tough time getting their hands on the ball. Walter McCall is 1 for 3. However, it's been 2 drops so far on the day. Anthony Amos, however, is going to gain 21 yards on the play. Leads to another first down. Very next play, Walter McCall is going to drop back once again. He's going to try to get it to the receiver, and unfortunately, he drops it for already the 3rd drop in this game. Hopefully, this doesn't foreshadow for what could happen later on in this game. But Jeff Reed is going to take us to right inside the 5-yard line, and we're going to try to punch it in right here with Walter McCall dropping back to finish the drive. However, he doesn't see anybody, so he's going to roll out, get into the end zone, and just like that, Walter McCall is going to make this a 7-0 lead for the UMass Minutemen, as he was able to roll out of the pocket and sneak into the end zone. What's even better is that UMass was able to force a 3-and-out, so right away we can make this a 14-0 game. However, it looks like Jeff Reed is injured on the play, so backup running back, true freshman, and Alex Thompson is going to get some action early on in this game. First carry goes for 7 yards for a first down. Couple of plays later, Walter McCall is going to drop back to pass. He's going to try to get it out to his receiver, and McCoy, however, once again, it's another drop. 4th drop already on this drive, and it stalls out the UMass Minutemen, as there just simply wasn't anything going after the drop. UMass is forced to punt it away. So here we are, very late in the first quarter. UMass is doing a pretty good job on defense so far, forcing that 3-and-out early on. But can we do it a second time? And the answer is going to be a resounding no, as we allow 27 yards on the pass. And then the very next play, halfback is able to get into the backfield. Actually, not in the backfield. He's able to get out of there, and he only has one more man to beat, and it's a shoestring tackle. But Eric Kelly is going to set up this nice touchdown pass for D.G. Jenkins, 2-yard reception, and all of a sudden, game is all tied up at 7. Very next play for the UMass Minutemen, as UMass is going to try to get right back on top. They showed some promise in the last drive, but unfortunately it just didn't work out for them. However, the UMass Minutemen are starting to get the ball rolling once again, and it's another drop. Already 5 drops in this first quarter, as it's going to be a 7-7 game. UMass is definitely in it, but we got to catch the actual ball. Walter McCall has had to deal with 5 drops on this drive, and there's number 6. I absolutely can't believe the lack of performance by our receivers so far today. And instead of a first down, we're going to have to punt it away. So unfortunate, given that we could have had several first downs on that drive, but instead we had to punt it away very early on, and Miami is going to get the ball right back. Ensuing play, Gary is going to get into the middle of the field and has nobody around him, so he's able to gain 15 yards. The Miami RedHawks are starting to drive, really reminiscent of when Ben Roethlisberger was playing for the RedHawks way back in the early to mid 2000s. Couple of plays later, 2nd and 2 for Miami. It's going to be a halfback counter to the left-hand side and is able to get out of bounds, but not before he gains 8 yards and a first down. Very next play, Miami quarterback is going to drop back the pass, and he's going to throw a bullet right over the middle. He's met by a couple of UMass defenders, but is able to hang on to the football for a 14-yard gain. UMass is really struggling to get any sort of resemblance of a defense going, as Bernard Davis is able to carry a couple of defenders to the first down marker. That is 2 consecutive first downs for the RedHawks, and it leads to another Miami touchdown for Bobby Overstreet, which makes this a 14-7 game out of the blue. UMass does have an opportunity to tie this game. There's only 2.5 minutes left in the first half, so if we can keep this a one-possession game or even tie the game up before halftime, UMass might have a chance to win their 2nd consecutive game. It would be their first winning streak on the season if they do that, and so far it's looking promising, as whenever they go to the option's been working pretty well for a football team, as Walt's McCall gained 7 yards on the play. And then we have our receiver in Tyrone Robertson, who gains 12 yards, able to sit in the middle of the field and get the first down. However, very next play, we lose a one-on-one opportunity, and it's going to be picked off, which ultimately kills the drive right off the bat once again. Ensuing possession for the RedHawks, as they only have 40 seconds left before halftime, and they're going to try to get some points on the board before the end of the half. They are running their no huddle, and they are doing an extremely good job of running that no huddle offense, as they are continuing to move the ball down the field. They are already at midfield, and then they're just getting big yards left and right, just having a difficult time dealing with the change of pace by the Miami University RedHawks. Quarterback's going to drop back the pass once again, and right before your eyes, they go from their 20 all the way to our 20 to get into the red zone for their 3rd time today. Ensuing play, it's going to be a pass in the end zone, and Jeff Less is going to use his size to get over the defender, and the Miami RedHawks are going to go into halftime with a 21-7 lead. UMass is still in this game, but they need to pick it up if they want to win their 2nd consecutive game. Now, since UMass did receive the ball first to start the game, that means Miami University is going to start with the ball to start the second half, and it's going to start off with just a 5-yard pass over to, it looks like, Jeff Overstreet. Going to lead to another first down by, actually, that was John Peters. That's my bad, y'all. But result is still the same. They get a first down, able to keep the drive going. This time, the quarterback is pressured a little bit, but is able to get it to D.D. Jenkins for another first down. And ever since the first quarter, they have really found their rhythm on offense. Even on their worst plays, they're still able to gain some yards, continue to move the ball forward. Thought that was going to be a sack for us, but instead it's going to be a manageable 2nd and 4 that is going to be converted into, almost another first down, but is actually going to be dropped. First time there's a drop in the game, and it's not a UMass receiver dropping it, so thank goodness for that, and it's going to lead to a 4th down. However, Miami RedHawks are going to go for it here and is able to get the first down, convert the 4th down conversion, and then some for a really nice game, puts them on the verge of the red zone. Inserting play after the 4th down conversion, and it looks like Brandon Gay is able to burn the defense, and it's going to be a 3-touchdown lead all of a sudden. So now it's looking very rough for UMass, as ensuing possession, it is picked off, and it's going to be ran back for a pick 6. What a house card for this defensive back, as he's able to jump on the curl route, and it's 35-7. So now we go from almost in the game to just trying to keep it somewhat respectable, and right after the pick 6, it's going to be picked off once again, just doesn't get enough air on it, and it's just going to be downhill from here, as they are just continuing to pummel us here in the second half. We simply don't have any answers. We try to make adjustments, and It just simply isn't it, as they're just continuing to move down the field in the red zone. So it looks like if the RedHawks score a touchdown here, it looks like the backups might be getting some playing time, and it's going to be just that, as the rest of the game is just the backups playing back and forth, and Miami's going to win 49-10. We had some promise early on in this game, and it just simply didn't happen for us today. We had some bad luck with the drops, but we also threw some costly turnovers that turned into easy points for our opponents, which led to this huge blowout here today. And you can see the stats. You see in the first quarter we are competitive, but other than that, Miami defeated us in every single way possible. More first downs, rushing yards, pass yards, even less turnovers, and controlling the clock. But that's really all I'm going to have for today. Next week we will be going against Buffalo, which is going to be even tougher for us going forward. They have a winning record, and we have to actually go on the road. Hopefully we can bounce back, though. If our receivers can catch a little better, we should have a better chance than what we did today. But like I said, we have our work cut out for us nonetheless on the matter. That's all I have for today, though. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this video. Make sure you leave a like, leave a comment for your boy, and if you're brand new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, as I plan on dropping some sports gaming content. Until then, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.